What's up guys, Halleck last year with another Lineage 2 Revolution video, and today's video is going to be focused on how to level to 180 on a budget or free to play and make the most of it. At the end of this video, I also got a rare box from the monthly login that we're going to be opening, so stick in tune for that. Let's go. So here we are in Giran Dominion, the new world, my first video since the update, and I guess the main thing I want to stress in this video is this is not a race. Getting to 180 without good CP is really not good for your character development. Then you won't be able to farm the mobs properly. You're going to miss out on EXP and resources and things like that and ADENA because you're not going to fit where you should be. So your CP needs to fit your EXP range. So that being said, my whole strategy is I push to 128 fairly quickly so I can get in the new dungeon, get away from the crowds, and kind of do some good farming. But mostly I'm focusing smart leveling to build CP along the way. You know, I'm not free to play, but pretty close in this game. I've only spent 60 bucks. We can take a peek at my character here. I got a full rare set, which is a little bit of luck. You know, I built my full elven set, got that almost maxed out. I actually have the varnishes to do it. It's just about the ADENA at this point. You know, 550 CP as a healer, which is not a fast leveling character. I feel like I've done quite well. So that's the credibility on what I'm saying here. And now we'll get into the tips just to show you, you know, the levels. You can see how you're doing by going into rankings. You can see my level right now is 462, so I'm doing all right leveling since the update. Obviously, there's people like Skeleton Jack and others that are 180 already. That's crazy, but those guys are whales. They spend tens of thousands of dollars in this game. And then my CP, though, is, you know, almost top 250. So I think you want to keep your level, your CP slightly ahead of your level, and that's a good way to gauge how you're doing in the game. That being said, don't pass up any free XP, but you also don't want to waste resources on things that don't also give you ADENA or other items outside of XP or EXP. You know, ADENA basically equals combat power in this game. That is the number one limiting resource in this game. And so just buying stuff just to get that ADENA is not really worth it, or not to get that XP, I don't think it's worth it. So, you know, outside of doing your dailies and your storyline quests, which are super important, they bring a lot of resources, ADENA, experience points. Those are all good. As far as your dailies, I try to refresh using the 3 refreshes to maximize as much as possible. Anytime I see a C, I'm refreshing. I try to do mostly A's and above, but avoid doing anything. You know, don't complete ADENA quests with, or don't complete them with ADENA. That's a complete waste. And don't refresh with ADENA or red diamonds just to get more EXP. The return on investment is not good, and you don't want to be wasting ADENA. So the number one way to spend red diamonds is resetting your reset counts. It used to be a little trickier to get in there. You had to go into your scrolls and workshop to do this, but now there's a new button here, reset subquest of the day. You definitely want to do this, I would say, at least once, probably twice, if not all 3 resets. So that means you're going to do, you know, somewhere between 5 to 10 to 15, 20 sub scrolls a day. And I do that at least twice a day, getting to that number 15, and sometimes do the 3rd to 20, depending on how much time I have and how many scrolls I have. So why do you want to do that? I'll show you the chart here in a second, why that's important, how much ADENA. You can see I've got a bunch of scrolls tapped up here. We're actually going to knock out one of these. See, I don't think I used up all my 120s. So I'll be going back to do 135s now. I farmed those up. If you don't know how to do that, basically you want to farm things plus or minus 4 levels of your character. You can see that that gave me a big chunk of experience as well as a nice chunk of ADENA. Basically every 5 scrolls of ADENA gives you, depending on your level, basically 100 to 125,000 ADENA plus all the experience. So tons of experience, plus you're getting the ADENA that you so richly need in this game. And if you compare that to how you buy ADENA in this game, which is a complete waste, you know, you would have to spend you know, about 500 gems to get that amount of ADENA, and you're getting it for 50 by doing scrolls, plus you're getting the other resources, soul shots and things like that. So farm your scrolls, reset those 2 to 3 times a day. That is your best value to progress your character and the levels and the CP of your characters. So quickly, if you don't know how to bind your scrolls and create higher grade scrolls, go into Item, Workshop, Click on this view only craftable items. This is where you craft stones and pet fragments and other things. Hit that, they're free. So you can see every 5 C's make a B, every 5 B's make an A, and that's how you create A scrolls that you can focus on. You want to do as many A's as possible. Don't worry about spending money or gems on S scrolls. If you get them for free, that's great. If not, focus on your A's and collect that loot and free experience, and let's move on to the next thing. After that, hot time is the next best thing. Make sure you're efficient in your hot time. You're not in the wrong dungeon on the wrong monsters during your hot time to get that EXP, your proof of bloods, all that kind of stuff. The first, if red starstones and proof of blood are not that important to you in your clan, then you can just find the first monster that is within 4 levels of you. If not, the Scorpio monster, the Corpio monsters in Ivory Tower. One are the best place to start if you're looking for blood and above, and it's probably best to wait till you're about level 128 before you can really get that. So yes, efficient hot time, maximize it, get in a party, do solo, whatever fits you best, so you can maximize your hot time. Get those resources, and then consider resetting that once or twice. The first 15 minutes and the second 15 minutes are 100 gems, so you can spend 100, 200 gems to get that. Really builds your character fast. Plus, you're gaining all that equipment to forge and build CP or sell it off for additional ADENA. That's really important. I wouldn't go past the 15 to 30 minutes. It gets to be much more expensive, and there's not much return on your gems. Resetting daily dungeons can be a decent idea if those are things you need. We can look at that. You get decent experience for doing these daily resets. I don't really need weapon grade stones. I think I did the reset on the selection box as I'm working on banking those up for future limit break and attribute enhancements. So I chose to reset. These also produce ADENA and experience points, so use these for what you need. If you need scrolls or you need certain stones or armor or accessory stones for getting over walls, do that diligently. That's a decent way to build experience. Don't skip on your elite dungeons. You can see every dungeon gives you experience and ADENA, so make sure you're getting all of those done. So, those are the main things. I do my experience dungeon, the trials, experience every day, but I don't think it's worth resetting because that's just empty experience with no ADENA or other resources. So I would not spend my red gems resetting the trials experience. I do occasionally reset Temple Guardian so I can get additional accessory varnishes, or sometimes if I'm looking for certain pet equipment or fragments or things like that, I'll reset Summoning Circle, which gives you a little bit of experience, but the most thing is you're trying to get the resources you need for developing your character along with that experience. And the last big tip here is if you're not in a clan that's doing lots of Fireplaces or clan family, you really need to check that out. That's the great way. That's free XP. That it doesn't cost you anything else, just a little bit of time. If you're looking for a clan family, the Brace Yours Elves clans have 4 active clans, active recruiting at all levels. I'll put a link to our Discord server and our recruitment in the description if you're interested in looking for a clan, or hit me up in the comments or on Twitter and we can help you out. Also, I guess in the clan shop, I don't recommend buying the experience. It's just empty experience. These experience bundles here and here give great EXP, but they give you nothing else. You could be much better spending those clan coins on varnishes, enhancement scrolls, soul crystals, made for fragments, upgrade stones, things that you could use to progress your character instead of empty EXP. And then like on your recess reward, I tend to go, let's see, I almost got this one. It's empty EXP. It's okay for free. This would be okay to take it, but up to you whether if you need runes, take runes. If you need to feather a piece because you can't get your herbs picked or people are PKing you, that's fine. Kind of your choice here. I think I will take the EXP in this one, but again, that's free. Don't use the diamonds to double it up. That's a waste. All right, before we gotta get this rare box opened up and see what kind of goodies we can get out of this rare box. Would love to see a weapon. That's what I really, really want. But obviously any rare equipment is going to be good. We can use it for something. There we go. We got the Dark Abyss staff. Super stoked. Leveling this up to SR1, and I'll be either limit breaking or attribute enhancing. I'm leaning towards attribute enhancing, but we'll probably do a video on limit break versus attribute enhancement in the future. More vids on the way on how to spend red gems wisely, how to build CP and things like that, and how to build your character on a budget. Hope you found this video useful. I'll put some links to some other videos in the description and in the cards in this video. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Heliclash. Look forward to bringing you more Lineage 2 content very soon. Thanks.